guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is actually going to be our June budget setup. I was not sure if I was going to get to do this one or not, but we're going to go ahead and do it and just kind of hope for the best. If you watched my weekly plan with me, you kind of know why I was hesitant. We've been having a lot of trouble with our bank because the bank that we use decided to do a big system upgrade. And it's not just us. Everyone in the entire bank has been impacted by it. There's been random charges and uncharges added to everybody's account. Some people's cards have stopped working completely. So that's just kind of been a struggle since Memorial Day weekend. So we're just kind of dealing with that, but we're going to go ahead and film this and get it set up. I'm hoping that this will be up for you guys on Sunday the 6th, June 6th. So we're a little late to the game, but that's kind of typical for us. So anyways, let's just go ahead and get started. So the kit that we're going to use is similar to my monthly kit if you watched that. So it is this more vacation-y theme because we do go to the beach in June. So I just have my June stickers that will go here. I have my weekly check-in, my savings tracker, which I'm not quite sure if I'm going to use this yet or not. And then I have this one, which is supposed to be May or June budget. So I had to reprint that piece, but so we have all that. So we're going to go ahead and get started with just this page first. As you can tell, I have gone ahead and put in all of our bills and stuff because since today is the 2nd, we had a bill come out yesterday and I had some stuff I needed to track. So I wanted to go ahead and kind of get that stuff set up just so that I would know where we were at for the month. But I'll kind of explain my system in just a second or as we go through this. If you've never watched my stuff before, my system is a color-coded little thing. I use this little card with an Erin Condren coil clip so I can just kind of move it from month to month. But everything is color-coded, so blue is gas, groceries is this reddish color, bills is in orange, fun money is purple, my husband's tobacco is in this pink color, any kind of medical or medicine stuff is in yellow, income is in green, and then unbudgeted is this brown color. So that's kind of how we keep up with that. But I'm thinking of kind of changing. You guys are going to hate when I say this. I'm thinking about changing the way we budget though. I'm just not super pleased with doing this anymore. And I don't know, I never really loved it to begin with. I feel like I kind of adopted it because I saw other people doing it. And so I was like, hey, we'll give that a try. And it works for sure. I'm not certain that I'm going to change it because it does work for us. But I typically do my monthly thing, and then I also like to see it paycheck by paycheck. So I'm thinking that I may just add some more trackers to this so I can set up a paycheck by paycheck one. But I don't know if I'll still do the monthly stuff or not. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm just not completely sure yet. So either way, stay tuned for that. But we've got this set up, so I just covered up everything with my stickers. Like I said, I typically would go through with you guys and put all this in, but I've already done it, so it's kind of there. You can see all of this orange is just our bills that will come out. I put our 2 paydays in for the month, and then we just had some expenses come out already on the 1st. So that is that. I don't use this page right here, so I just use this Scotch double-sided sticky tape to kind of cover it up, I guess. So I'm just going to put some all over this page. This is the permanent one. I've mentioned this before. I know a lot of people do the same thing, but they don't use the permanent tape just in case they ever want to go back throughout the month and use this page. I never anticipate wanting to do that, so I kind of just do this. Also, today is, I just stuck that in the wrong spot. Come on, please come back off. Okay, today is launch day for Erin Condren for the new monthly planners. I have not picked up mine yet because, like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to change up the way I'm budgeting or not. So I'm kind of waiting to see what I decide to do for that. I don't really know what I'm going to do. So I don't know. Just kind of waiting to see what happens there before I order a new planner, because I don't want to end up with one that I don't need. So, all right, so we got those pinched together. So now it just kind of goes like this. I don't know why I said pinched. That was weird. But we're going to go ahead and stick these stickers down. Actually, we're going to skip this page. I'm going to go ahead and set up my weekly check-in page first, and then we'll come back and do that because that one usually takes the longest for us to set up. So, just going to, let's see. Push that together. And then let's set this one up. I forgot to grab these. So I have some little like week 1 through week 4 things. You'll see how I use those in just a second. So I have my weekly check-in. Then I have this little strip that just says spent and remaining. That's what I track each week, how much we spent in each category, and then how much we have left for the month. So we have that there. And then I'm just going to put in these weeks. So first we'll have week 1. And then each week I track groceries, gas, fun money, and unbudgeted. So then we'll put this one here. And we'll just do that same thing for each week. That's kind of how I've done it for a few months now. I do like the weekly check-in process. That does kind of help me, since how I do like to see it week by week or paycheck by paycheck. This one, even though it's not necessarily paycheck by paycheck because I don't put everything here, it does help me to kind of see, you know, how everything works. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll get week 3. One, two, three, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just stuck. There we go. And then the last week. I'm going to throw that over there just to get it out of the way. And then the sticker sheet bites the dust. I love when I use a full sticker sheet, which that happens every time I do my monthly budget, but 3, 4. I just love the feeling of like using everything on the sheet. Oh goodness, come on. Okay, so now that is set up. So I won't be doing anything else to this, just each week I will add what I'm tracking and then I'll actually do the tracking of it. So that is set up now. I am going to go ahead and on the back side of this page, put in my savings tracker. Like I said, I'm not quite sure if I'll use it or not, but I am going to put it down. I just don't know if it's been very beneficial for me to use it. I've been trying to keep up with it, but it just kind of is turning into more of a pain than anything else. So I'll put it in, but I may not actually use it. Okay, so typically I would just put in my starting balance, my ending balance, and then this one just lets me have a spot to write the account, how much I added or took out, and kind of like a little reason or a description if I need it. So, and then I just use the rest of this page to track everything. So not too big there. Let's flip back to this page though. This is where we'll do the majority of our work. So I'm going to start with my little June budget sticker that I misprinted the first time. We're going to put that up here at the top. Okay. Then we'll put in our little income strip. And let's get started. So our first income that we'll have is Jeremiah's salary. Or not salary, but like his paychecks or whatever. And then I always have a miscellaneous income as well. Sometimes that comes from money that I make throughout the month through like YouTube or my like Erin Condren sales and stuff like that. Or just if we ever sell anything like that would be go in miscellaneous. And then we also move a little bit from our savings account each month to help cover, since Jeremiah is the one that's working. Now, I will be working after we get back from our beach vacation in June. I'll be starting a part-time job just for a few weeks before I start going into my classroom to set up for my first year of teaching. So we do have that as well. But so I'm going to put 500. So that brings our total to 2,300. And then throughout the month, I will come back, or actually at the end of the month, I put everything here so I can keep up with it through the month. But at the end of the month, I will sit down with you guys and put in the actual amounts for everything and then the differences. So I don't really keep anything hidden from you guys. I know a lot of people that I watch on YouTube don't post everything. But personally to me, like, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm not super, like, I don't know. I don't really know what I'm trying to say. I don't try to hide it or like anything like that. So we put everything out there and it is what it is. Okay, so we have that there. Then for our expenses, we actually have changed some from last year, or from last year. Wow, feels like a year ago. From last month. So we've added Terminix, which is like pest control for our home. I actually know what that one's going to be because it has come out already. It's $131.66. Then we have our AT&T, so that includes both of our cell phones and our home internet. This month it went way up because we went over our data usage. So it was $401.45. That one comes out this week. And then we have our mortgage, which is $362.42. Then we have our water bill. We do pay like city water or town water, I guess. We definitely don't live in a city, we live in a town. But that one is $15.14 for this month. And then power, I'm guesstimating around $120. Not quite sure what that one's gonna be this month. And then we have State Farm. And I'm guesstimating that to be about $235. And our last bill is our Discovery Plus. We pay for that on, I just spelled that wrong. Let me find my whiteout. We pay to watch that or whatever. So we have, wow, come on. That Discovery. Did I spell that wrong altogether? I totally did. This is supposed to be a V. I wonder if I can just fix it. Discovery Plus. Whatever, that looks terrible, but that one is $7.48. So we did end up getting rid of Disney Plus and Netflix because we never watched them. So we were really just paying for it just to have it and not really watch it. So we did get rid of both of those, and we decided to keep Discovery Plus because we watch that one daily together in the afternoons. And then I also like to watch, it has like the HGTV channels. So I watch that while I'm home alone during the day. But all right, so that's all of our bills. Then just random stuff we have is gas for our vehicles, which I budget $250 for. Usually that does pretty well for us. Groceries, typically we budget $500, but we're only going to be buying for 3 weeks in June, so I'm going to do $300, and hopefully that will be okay. Then we have tobacco for my husband. We budget $80 for that. In our vacation account or savings account, we always put $100 into that. And then we have our medical account. I'm going to do $18 for that one this time. My medicine that I take monthly is $9, and I got it on the 1st. It's like a 21-day pack, so I'll end up having to get it again towards the end of the month. So I'm just going to budget $18 so I can cover 2 times for that. And then we have our fun money. I'm only budgeting $100 this time because we will be going to the beach for a week, and we've saved up like separate money in our vacation account that we're going to spend while we're there. So I'm hoping that we can get our fix for like going out to eat and all that while we're at the beach and not have to worry about that. As far as like when we get back or whatever. So that's kind of our plan for that. This time I did add in tithes for our church. So we're going to do $100 in tithes. And then I have unbudgeted. And for that, I'm going to do $0. Okay, so that is all of that. Where did I put my stickers? Here they are. So then we'll put down this little thing that just says totals. I'm going to skip a line just in case I need to add anything later. I don't usually, but just in case. All right, so our total here is gonna be $2,221.15. So that does leave us a little bit left over. So we have a little bit of a wiggle room left in our budget. So that's always nice. We usually end up using that. Typically it's because we go over on fund money, but I'm really gonna try hard this month to not let that happen. Like I said, we are going out of town, so I'm hoping that that will help us since how we have money saved up for that specifically. So we'll just put this little sticker in down here so we can write how much we'll have left over. And that will be $78.85. So that is kind of it for how I set up our monthly stuff each month. I'm gonna kind of put this back here. These are my little expense tracking stickers, so I use those to track all that stuff that's in different colors. So just in case you were wondering, that's what that is. I'm thinking that what I might try in June is back here where I have just some extra pages left for the month. I might try to do a like 2-page spread for paycheck 1 and paycheck 2 for the month. Set it up the same way as I do my like monthly budget. So let's go back here. So instead of saying June budget, it would just say like paycheck 1 and paycheck 2. I would have our income listed for each one, and then our expenses that will come out of just that paycheck. So of course, like not all of our bills will come out of each one, and not all of this like lump sum would be out of each one. So I would split it among both paychecks. I'm thinking about coming up with that kind of tracker to put here just to see if that makes me feel a little better about June, and something to try going forward. So I don't know, I'll let you guys know if I end up doing that or not. If I do, I'll probably set it up with you guys on camera. But overall, this is what we've got for the month. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you can stick around to see how this month turns out. I am gonna try and get up my May closeout soon. Again, with the bank being the way it is, I'm just not sure if that's gonna happen quickly or not. So we're just gonna have to wait and see on that one. I may end up just doing that myself depending on how far out it is before I can close out May, so we shall see. But hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. All right, bye guys.